It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 5th of February. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather improving today after a cold and wet day yesterday. Rain will be coming back late this week and over the weekend. So a lot to talk about this morning. We've got this deep upper low that's situated over the Gulf Coast, extreme South Alabama, the Florida Panhandle. That thing produced the inclement weather yesterday. Of course, the circulation around that was pushing rain to the northwest, a little unusual for this time of the year, but it can happen when you've got an upper low in that position. But there's not much left in terms of rain this morning. That's the radar composite about 5 o'clock. And you could see a few patches of light rain raining near Mobile, scattered sprinkles over the northern counties of the state. But the rain should be ending this morning, and we're expecting a clearing sky this afternoon. Temperatures are in the 40s statewide. In fact, some spots are warmer this morning than at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We got Birmingham, Dothan, Mobile, Huntsville, all at 47. We're expecting highs in the upper 50s and low 60s in most spots today. So this is the watch warning map around the nation. The east is fairly quiet. The big problems are out west. It's a big mess for California, as they've got all kind of issues going on there with flooding, mountain snow. I mean, the Sierra Nevadas are just being buried. Major flooding problems for some of the low elevations, San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego. So obviously they're not concerned about drought conditions. They're concerned about all the rain and the mountain snow there. But again, the east is fairly quiet. So here's the severe weather outlook for today. We've got a marginal risk over the southern tip of Florida. Otherwise, no severe weather expected. Tomorrow, maybe some thunder for the southwest United States. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, no severe storms, but again, a chance of thunder from Phoenix and Albuquerque up into parts of the Central Plains. So, rain for the next 7 days, and keep in mind this outlook runs through Monday morning of next week. And while we'll be dry through the middle part of this week, the rain chances will return beginning on Friday, and the weekend looking relatively wet, the upcoming weekend. This is suggesting rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches for the northern half of the state, amounts generally 1/2 inch or less for the southern counties. So let's take it day by day. Model fans, this is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And you can see the upper low drifting to the southeast. It's over the eastern Gulf of Mexico. And again, we should see clearing this afternoon. If we have any lingering showers later in the day, that should be over Mobile and Baldwin counties. But even they are certainly not raining all day. And again, high should be in the upper 50s and low 60s. Tomorrow, a nice day statewide. A sunny sky with highs in the 60s. And the same thing on Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. Low to mid 60s for the northern counties of the state. Upper 60s for South Alabama. This is Thursday. We're still dry. Rain begins to break out to the west. And then on Friday, evidence of a surface boundary trying to push in here. And we'll bring in the chance of showers statewide. Probably nothing too heavy, but certainly a chance of some rain during the day Friday. And again, the day should be mild with highs in the 60s. So let's look at the weekend. This is Saturday. And again, the weather looks fairly wet, especially for the northern half of the state. There'll be a chance of rain statewide on Saturday, but the most widespread rain should be across the north. And the day should be mild with highs in the 60s. There could be a rumble of thunder somewhere. This is Sunday. We'll still maintain the chance of rain at times. I know that a lot of folks are looking for maybe a dry, totally dry weekend, but that's not going to happen this time. Sunday, again, maybe smidgen cooler, but still, many places will be in the 60s. And then a week from today, Monday the 12th, got a trough over around El Paso, Texas. And the GFS is depicting a dry day here, but the European says, hey, not so fast. The European still has rain in here on Monday of next week. And typically, the European is a little more reliable at this range. So it certainly looks like there's going to be some chance of rain beginning Friday, and then occasional rain Saturday, Sunday, and possibly into Monday of next week, with the heavier rain totals for the northern counties of the state. So let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, Valentine's Day, the 14th, a northwest flow aloft, and if this is right, the weather will be cool and dry with highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s, right where we should be for this time of the year. We'll check rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. The mean a little under 3 inches between now and the 20th of the month. Temperatures rebounding nicely. Yesterday, many North Alabama communities were in the low and mid-40s with rain falling. But again, today, 58, low 60s tomorrow and Wednesday, mid to upper 60s by Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and then back in the 50s for next week. And, of course, these numbers are for Birmingham. Your number could vary, but that's the general idea. And this is the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for the 12th through the 18th. Looking a little different. All of a sudden, now we're seeing the shades of blue. And no doubt, we've got several more good pops of cold air coming in here before spring settles in permanently. We all know that. But this is suggesting temperatures will be below average during that time frame. So had some excitement yesterday. Wow, this was Valdosta, Georgia. The upper low that brought the cold rain to much of Alabama produced severe thunderstorms through parts of South Georgia and North Florida. And we had a number of tornado warnings in effect, and obviously that required a tornado warning. We don't know quite the extent of the damage at this point. The Weather Service will be coming in there and doing a damage survey during the course of the day today. We'll find out the rating of these tornadoes. Here's a pretty good look at this from high above. This is coming from the Valdosta Amateur Radio Club and one of their members who apparently has a tower-mounted camera. And again, that's the same tornado. And again, you can see the timestamp up there. This happened at 4:10 Eastern Time yesterday. And it looks like there were pretty good warnings in effect for all of those tornadoes. We had a couple that touched down in northern Florida as well, not too far from Jacksonville. And this is another look. And again, this is the Valdosta tornado. And again, that was yesterday afternoon. So a pretty wild day. In addition to the tornadoes, we had some pretty large hail falling. Out that this was kind of a cool shot. How about golf ball-sized hail on the golf course? That was taken at the University of Florida Golf Course in Gainesville from a hail producer yesterday. But down in Mobile and Baldwin counties, it didn't rain all day. In fact, the sun broke out, and it turned out to be a fairly nice afternoon before more storms came in last night. This was taken down at Fairhope, and wow, that looks like spring, doesn't it? I mean, spring's going to get here. It'll be here before you know it. But again, I just caution you. We all know we have had some fairly big snow events here in March and early April. So don't even think about putting away the winter clothes. So let's look at the schedule for this week. Scheduled to be in Gadsden today at J.W. Stewart Head Start. Tomorrow, Alexandria Elementary School in Calhoun County. And then Trinity Christian Academy in Oxford, just down the road. Wednesday, Simmons Middle School in Hoover. And then I'll be at Children's of Alabama for a program there for the patients and their families. Then I'll be speaking to the kids that's involved in the Alabama Virtual Academy after that. So a 3-for-1 special on Wednesday. Thursday, Bryant Park Elementary School out in the Chalkville area. Friday, Eva Elementary School in Morgan County. And then Saturday, it is the Rocket City Weatherfest in Huntsville. And I will be speaking, and there will be a book signing at that. It's open to the public. It's going to be at UAH. I'll put the details up on the social platforms in terms of the timing. But the talk will be on the March 25th, 2021 tornado outbreak in Alabama. We had multiple long-track tornadoes. 6 people died in that event. And I'm going to look back at the science behind the day, the setup, the watch warning process, how it worked, what went right, what went wrong, and a very interesting case study. So that'll be the talk this year. And if you can't make it to Huntsville this Saturday, I'll be in Nashville on the 24th with the same presentation at Nashville's Severe Weather Day at Trevecca University there. But again, I'll put the timing for the book signing and everything in Huntsville coming up on the social platforms. Hey, and don't forget tonight, it's Monday. You know what that means? It is Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. We'll be on the air at 7 on the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. Most people listen to the podcast. That'll be released early tomorrow morning. Hey, and of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.